Hey, what's up, everybody? Today, y'all can call me either Prophet or y'all can call me Minister Erskine Gibson, whichever you feel most comfortable with. This video is going to be called Our Solar System is One Gigantic Atom. And guess which one it is? And I'm not going to lie, y'all, I am very excited to do this video because I have some mind-blowing information for you today. Now, before I even start, I first have to apologize for misspeaking in several of my most recent videos. I have been calling our solar system a cell, and I have been wrong in saying that. I have confused my biology with my chemistry, and our solar system is not a cell. It is, in fact, an atom. Now, the reason I have been misspeaking in all of these videos is because of a guy named Sheridan Gibson. And if you notice the last name, you should know that he's my brother. Now, one day I was talking to my brother. We were talking for hours, like 3 or 4 hours. And we were talking about the solar system and the universe. And somehow we started talking about the sun. And he referred to the sun as a nucleus. And ever since he referred to it as a nucleus, I've had nucleus stuck in my head as well. And that's how I've been referring to the sun as a nucleus. And of course, you know, a nucleus is part of a cell. That's why I was referring to our solar system as a cell and not as an atom like I should have been, because I had nucleus stuck in my head. And because, you know, my belief that the universe is alive, you know, a cell in biology seemed to fit that narrative a lot better in my mind, I guess. But then one day I was sitting there and I'm like, wait a minute, this doesn't make sense. So I had to go to Google and I started looking up some stuff. And I realized that I had been misspeaking this entire time, calling our solar system a cell when I should have been calling it an atom. You know, I was thinking biology when I should have been thinking chemistry, and I apologize for that. Our solar system is, in fact, an atom. And the reason I misspoke, like I said, once again, we can thank my brother, Sheridan Gibson. Thank you, Sheridan. You pulled the dad on me. But moving forward, yes, our solar system is, in fact, an atom. Now, I'm going to tell you, I thought we were small before on a cellular level. You know, on the atomic level, we're even smaller because basically we're subatomic. So that means we are tinier than the tiniest building block of matter in this particular organism. So, you know, if you think about what an atom is, how you have your neutrons and your protons and your electrons revolving around the neutrons and protons, that's the exact representation of our solar system. That's exactly what our solar system is. Our sun is the neutrons and protons, and our planets are the electrons. So some of y'all may be thinking, okay, if that's the case, why is the atom so big? If our solar system is an atom, it's not really, it is that it's so big, but it's also because we are so small. It's hard to imagine ourselves, but in this particular organism, we are the microorganisms. Everything on this planet, even a blue whale, as big as it is a microorganism. It's something that can't even be detected by measurement. That's how small we are compared to this universe. This universe is so big, it's beyond our perception. It's beyond our imagination. If one atom is so big that it's a solar system to us, you should be able to imagine just how big this universe is. If I had to give this universe a number, I would give it this number. I would put a 1 with a million zeros. Then I would put an exponent of a 1 with a million zeros. And then whatever that number is, you know, we'll never be able to figure out what that number is. Whatever it is, that's how much the universe weighs in kilograms. If you wanted to, you know, really get a grasp of how big the universe is. And I, you know, as you know, I think of the universe as a living organism. I believe we are inside of a living organism. And I'll explain that a little bit more as I go on. But the first thing I want to do is give you this mind-blowing information. When I first found this out, it blew my mind. I couldn't believe it. It made everything so much clearer. So let me explain. Actually, let me explain this too. Another thing I wanted to say is that if gravity is what holds our solar system together, then gravity must also hold an atom together, just on a much tinier scale. But the information is, if our solar system is an atom, and our planets are electrons, and our sun is the protons and neutrons, which atom has 8 protons and 8 electrons? I'll give you a second to think about it. If you look on the periodic table, you got it. Can you believe it? The answer would be oxygen. Oxygen has 8 protons and 8 electrons, just like our solar system. So that means our solar system is one gigantic oxygen atom. That's what it is. And the fact that the planet Earth is full of oxygen leads further credence to my theory. This is an oxygen atom. And the reason why that's so amazing and important, and the implications are, now, if we recognize that this is an oxygen atom, we can pretty much figure out what all of the rest of the stars are and what atoms they are, once we can get a full picture of, the other solar systems and see what planets are revolving around the star and what position they are. That'll tell us what type of atom it is. And also, we have found systems with multiple stars in it. So if we find a system with multiple stars in it, based on what I know about chemistry, that would make it a molecule. Y'all see where I'm going with this? We can figure out so much more now if we look at things as they really are, instead of all of this nonsense we've been told, through religion, through science, through all of it. This is what we are looking at. We are looking at atoms. We are so small, we can only see things on the atomic level. Now, one other very important thing is that when we look up at the sky, if we could actually see the sky full of stars the way we're supposed to see it, basically what we're looking at is a bunch of atoms. So we're more than likely looking at the inside of this organism, and we're seeing all of the organs in the organism. So we can definitely tell we're not inside of a single-celled organism. It's definitely a complex organism, whatever it is. And like I said, when I realized that this was an oxygen atom, I was just like, wow, okay, that explains everything. So everything I said about, a cell being infected was totally wrong. That means the science in all of my videos so far was totally wrong. So I'm going to probably have to take down a bunch of videos now, thanks again to my brother Sheridan. But yeah, it's amazing when you think about it. So now that also gets me to thinking something else. I was always under the impression that water came first on the planet Earth. That, you had the water, and then the oxygen dissipated from the water, and gathered and built in the atmosphere. So that would also mean that life would have started in the water, more than likely. Now I have to look at things totally differently, and that may not be the case. I'm going to give y'all something to think about. I want y'all to really think about this. I'm going to give y'all an alternate view of how things may have started. Oxygen may have been here before the water. And oxygen may have mixed with the hydrogen. There may have been enough hydrogen and oxygen in the atmosphere that when they combine, they form the water, which means the oxygen would have come first and then the water would have come, which means that simple life may have started on land actually and got more complex when it went into the water, because this is an oxygen atom. So there is a chance that oxygen was here first. Some things that's one thing we're going to have to figure out, along with a lot of other things. Now, I still also believe, if you know anything about atoms can become unstable. So I still believe we have to get off of this planet, and we have to get out of this solar system, which would be the atom. We have to get off of this atom, which means we're going to have to build spaceships that we can survive on in space. And I still believe that, that view hasn't changed, even though some of the science of my other views had to change. Now that I'm not looking things from a biological point of view, and I'm looking, at it from a chemistry point of view. And with that said, I really need somebody with, who's really has a really good understanding of chemistry to please come aboard with me and help me figure some of this stuff out. Because the next thing I'm going to figure out, The next thing I'm going to figure out is what the purpose of the black holes in our universe. What is their purpose? Why are they there? What do they do? I am going to figure that out. And the way I'm going to figure that out is I'm going to figure it out by looking at the atomic level of our own bodies. Because the universe is there. If it's part of the atomic level in the universe, then it has to be part of the atomic level in us as well. So the answers are going to be inside of us. Now that we realize that we're looking at an atom, we can study this solar system in a much different way and get a much better understanding of atomic structure and how atoms really work. And we can also look inside of us and what we already know about atoms inside of us and apply that to the solar system. So we really have an opportunity to really learn some stuff and make some true advances in figuring out this universe and how things work. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about the truth. I'm all about real answers. Man, this phony bull crap, I see right through it. I see right through religion. I see right through a lot of the phony science, to be honest. Now, find any view that sounds better than what I just told y'all here today. Find any view that makes more sense than what I just told y'all here today. Anyway, y'all, I think I'm going to go ahead and stop it here. I know I gave a lot of information in this video. I really hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all are as excited as I am. I hope y'all understand what I said. I hope y'all believe what I said. You know, because I am really excited about the possibilities. Understand. I want y'all to understand this last thing before I leave. People have been looking for magic. They've been looking for miracles. They've been looking for God and all of these esoteric things. None of that stuff is reality. It's fairy tales. The real magic of this world, the real God of this system is mathematics. Mathematics is the be-all, end-all of everything. We can accomplish anything and everything through mathematics and understanding the mathematics. Mathematics, like I said, it just explains everything. It's always accurate. It's never wrong. We need to rely more on mathematics to understand what is happening, not only here within us, but also what's happening out there in the universe. And I just want y'all to keep that in mind. But anyway, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Man, I would love it if y'all leave me some thoughts and comments. What do y'all think about what I just said? Does it sound like I'm trying to make a science fiction movie? Or do y'all really think, or do y'all really accept what I'm saying is the most accurate depiction of our existence? We are the microorganisms within the organism. We are on the subatomic level. That means we are the quarks. Now, you can go look up what a quark is, Q-U-A-R-K, but we are the quarks. We are too small to even be measured in relation to this organism that we're inside of. And also keep in mind, there are organisms within us that are, that, you know, we're too big for them to imagine because they're so small. It's like, you know, it's so small. The smallness is almost in direct comparison to the bigness of this universe. You know, both of them are beyond our conception, whether we're talking how small the life inside of us is or how big this universe is. Both of them go beyond our conception. But anyway, y'all, if you made it this far, I love you. Thank you for watching the video. Everybody, please stay safe, stay strong, stay healthy. Peace.